Hey guys, welcome to the Crewcast. I'm here with Jacob.
Hello.
Yeah, we're
This
just
is very surreal.
yeah, this is crazy. Like this has been my dream for so long.
Has it now?
Um,
I don't believe that one bit.
I've just wanted to be in a podcast for so long. Oh my God.
Ever since I was a boy, I
Ever
wanted to
since
be in
ever since I was born, I was just aspiring to be like Joe Rogan. Um,
pod. I was born to be in front of the microphone.
exactly. Okay.
Okay, so do you want to explain why we're doing this and who are we?
Okay,
Right. Who
well,
are we?
we are film and TV students. We're
Correct.
pretty big losers. And we watch
I, I
films.
wouldn't I wouldn't I wouldn't say that. I
I
wouldn't say
mean,
that.
uh,
I think for as nerds go, I think we're pretty
actually,
cool.
yeah, we're like medium, like middle. Actually, no, middle to not so nerdy. Or is that too?
There's a chart
Is that being too nice?
to ourselves.
Yeah, are we kissing our own arse a bit? Anyway, all right, moving on. We're
Go on,
moving
go on.
on.
Doesn't
Okay, we're
matter.
moving on. Okay.
So
What?
so who are we? So
s-
so yeah, you didn't
So
explain
well,
very
so
well.
I'm Matt, and you are.
Jacob.
There is meant to be a third person, but he's too busy.
Charlie.
Charlie.
That's not
Anyway,
good.
I don't know how we're meant
But
to
hey,
do
it's just
this.
you and me today. Well, we're just so the idea. So we're film and TV production students
Uh huh.
based in. Should I say where we live?
No, no, I'm joking.
There
Liverpool, based
we
in
go.
Liverpool.
But you're a big Beatles fan, aren't you?
Yeah, the Beatles are amazing. What can I say?
That's irrelevant. This is irrelevant.
That's all relevant to film. Anyway, so this podcast is literally just going to be us talking about film, everything film, and it's going to be a
However,
good
however,
time. Go on.
we will have a general. We will be talking about lots of films because we're big film fans.
Yeah,
That's how we got into this sort of industry.
many
But
films. So,
we're gonna have it. We're gonna have a little bit of a niche, and because we are big fans of art house, in particular, aren't we?
and so is Charlie.
Yeah, big art. Now, if you like art house, then you're gonna enjoy listening to us. If you don't like art house, you're gonna enjoy listening to us.
Exactly, and you could be
We're just
introduced
for
to some new
everyone.
films.
Yeah,
Okay, so I want to talk about this because I'm really interested in what you think about it. What do you think about Joker getting 13 nominations
right off the bat.
right off the
Okay.
bat? Right off the bat, I'm getting into
Okay.
this.
So I went to see Joker in my local theater,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
I really enjoyed it. I went to see it with a mate of mine, and I did really enjoy it. I sat through it, but and it was a very as quote unquote artsy films go. It was quite mainstream, but you would expect that. But I how many
13, I think.
No, it's not. It's good. It's not 13 nominations
I
good.
I completely agree. I mean,
Like,
like,
okay, so one of the nominations was costume, and he literally went
there's
in
one
purple.
costume in the entire
Yeah.
film. I think it is a bit ridiculous that it's got 13 nominations. Um,
It's because they want their Oscars are they're becoming irrelevant, and so they're
Yeah, they're like,
using like
we
youth
need
and
this
stuff.
film. This got like $1 billion. Let's just nominate this. People like this one. It's the closest to an
Right.
awards film that they've got. So, like,
Yeah. Well,
in my eyes, it's the same as if like, I don't know, Infinity War got 13 nominations. I'd be
yeah,
like,
that would be
what?
ridiculous.
I'd be like,
And
why? Why did this get 13 nominations?
I guess because Joker, it had violence, man.
Dude, it was really
Because
deep.
it
Dude, this
was
film is so
serious.
deep. Like, I've never seen a deep superhero film before.
Well, but like, okay, if Joker got nominated, how come Logan didn't get nominated? That's
Or
my
just like
only.
The Dark Knight. Well, it got
Mm,
best
It got
supporting, but still.
yeah, but because
Where's
that was
the other 12 nominations?
yeah,
And also, I just think The
well,
Dark Knight is a superior film.
it is. It's like one of the don't they say it's like one of the best modern day films. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
when it comes
It's in
when
a
you say
lot
like
of like top 100 lists.
people say like Godfather, 12 Angry Men, and then Dark Knight is always up
Yeah,
there, man,
yeah.
because Christopher Nolan did a good job.
Hmm.
What do you think of the Dark Knight actually? Now that we're
I
on the subject.
think I think it's amazing. Honestly, the trilogy as a whole, I think is amazing. I even like the last one. I think people don't like that one.
The one with the
The one with
Bane,
Bane.
Tom Hardy.
I was born in the darkness. Yeah, that one.
But like I'm not. I don't read comics or anything, so
Yeah,
I
me
wouldn't
neither.
know why people
So,
are so
oh,
angry.
that's probably why then. That's why people didn't like Iron Man 3 either. They were like,
Why
this
was
isn't
wrong
the
with
real
Iron Man 3?
villain. They were like, the villain in the comics isn't like this.
Oh yeah, okay, that was. I do believe that was a bit stupid though.
What? It was so cool.
When he was just an actor.
I was like, let's go, this is sick. And then the actual guy came out and just started spitting fire, literally. Okay,
Literally.
alright.
Okay, yeah. So
Okay,
Joker.
moving on. Final thoughts on the Joker. I just think it shouldn't have got nominated for 13. Maybe, like, the score was good. Um, Obviously, Joaquin Phoenix. I don't think it's Best Picture good. That's a bit crazy, also. Anyway,
Yeah, no, I definitely it should have gotten Best Actor,
yeah,
like
I think
nomination.
it obviously is going to win that, I think, but I still want
But,
Adam
like,
Driver to win.
isn't the script like completely different as well? Just because Joaquin Phoenix just kind of
Oh yeah, yeah, it
danced
got
and it went
nominated
like
for
action.
Best Screenplay as well, even though it was just Joaquin Phoenix improvising half the time, and it was just his delivery that made the lines good.
Yeah,
It's not
I
like
guess
it's not an
like
especially
because
good
they
script.
think Joker's this new. That it's kind of like that part. That's that role everyone wants, isn't it? And
Yeah,
it's like
yeah, yeah. It's an
at the
actor's movie. It's not like anything. It's
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Anyway,
But yeah, so that's a very good way to put it. It's an actor's movie, not a filmmaker's
yeah,
movie.
exactly. It's not like anyone came to, for the story. It's not even that.
Yeah,
It's not
and
even that original of
what
a story. I would say it's been done loads of
what?
times.
Oh, actually, do you want to know something I don't like about it?
Go on.
I don't like that he was already crazy. Like he was already a bit crazy.
I don't know how I
If it,
feel
if
about that. I don't know if I would like it more or the same amount. Do you know
what
what I
if
mean?
he wasn't crazy?
I don't think I'd like it any less if it was like that. But I wonder if I'd like it more. I find that quite interesting.
Well,
Your
yeah,
take on
because
it?
he was like laughing on the bus and stuff, and like
Yeah. Well,
you would
that
think,
was like a disorder thing.
and then the flashback to when he was so he's already been in some sort of asylum, and
Oh
he was
yeah.
bashing his head against the window.
And then people go, "Oh, everything past this point is a dream."
I
Okay. Why did I watch
tell you what, I
an
did
hour and a half?
enjoy that final talk with Robert De Niro.
Yeah, that was good. Robert De Niro looks dead weird in that though. Watch it again and just if you think that it's not Robert De Niro, then like it's so weird. It looks nothing like him.
Wait, what? Do you mean
He's
just
got
makeup or
yeah, he's
did
got
they
like a pound
CGI
of makeup on. I don't know. It looks like someone pretending to be Robert De Niro.
him?
Like they've put makeup on someone trying to be Robert De Niro. Anyway, I now want to talk about
Oh,
the no female directors nominated because I wonder what you think of that.
so we're just talking about Oscars, really.
Yeah, I was want a little bit of Oscar talk before we get into
Um,
films.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't even seen a lot of movies this year. Well,
Hmm.
2019.
Yeah,
But
this award
I
season. Yeah.
think well, like Little Women got nominated for Best Picture, and normally Best Picture films also get nominated for Best Direction,
Yeah.
don't they?
Mm.
So that was a bit. So I guess so. It was Greta Gerwig, wasn't it?
Yeah, Greta Gerwig. And people are also angry that oh Christ, I've forgotten her name, but the woman who directed The Farewell didn't get nominated either.
Oh yeah, I don't know her name, but that's the one with Aquafina in
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
China, isn't it?
Well,
That as well. That's like kind of a foreign film as well.
yeah, it's kind of like yeah, but
I
it's
think
classed as
I think just a lot of movies got snubbed.
a lot. Yeah, I agree.
We can agree on that.
Well, my opinion on the female directors one is that I keep on banging my table. I'm sorry. My my opinion on it is like, first of all, I don't think that The Farewell was that well of a directed film. Personally, I know people
I haven't
really
seen
like it. Yeah, people really like it, but I wasn't a big fan. It was all right. Then again, I feel like Greta Gerwig should have taken the place of like what's his face who directed Joker? What's his name?
Todd.
Todd
Phillips.
Phillips. Yeah, Todd Phillips. Because that
Yeah,
I'm only saying I've not seen Little Women, but I've seen Lady Bird, and the directing was easily the best bit of that film. And people, everyone that
Greta
I've
Gerwig has got
yeah,
undisputed. Like no one can argue she's got talent.
she's a
Todd
very
Phillips, on
talented
the other hand.
like actress and director. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah, Francis R. Shout out.
yeah. Very good film.
But with Todd Phillips, I feel like he needs help, sort of thing.
Yeah,
Like that is Joaquin
yeah.
Phoenix's movie. You won't go, oh Joker, the Todd Phillips
Yeah,
movie.
Todd
No,
Phillips
it's
didn't make
Joaquin
the
Phoenix.
film. Yeah, he didn't like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But then again, my opinion on it is like, if the Academy truly believe that those 5 directors were the best of this year, or that this award season, then I don't have any trouble with it. Do you know what I mean? But if they were just like, oh, I don't want to nominate a woman, then that's obviously a massive problem that they need to sort out. Because Greta Gerwig is...
Who is, like... Let me just get it up here, so...
it's Bong Joon-ho, Martin Scorsese, Quentin Tarantino.
Okay, who do you think will win and who do you want?
Who's the other one? Who's the other one, apart from them 4?
Right, I'm looking it up now. So who did you say?
Well, I want Bong Joon-ho to win.
Quentin Tarantino for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Todd Phillips Joker, Bong Joon-ho Parasite, Martin Scorsese The Irishman, and Sam Mendes 1917.
Oh, Sam Mendes. I would rather have Greta Gerwig than 1917. Well, I wanted... Okay, I'm not going to go into this, but I kind of wanted Robert Eggers to get nominated and win. Enough said. I want Bong Joon-ho to win. Oh yeah, there's no Marriage Story nomination there. No Baumbach.
Well, do you really think direction?
Yes.
I guess screenplay, yes.
Screenplay, yes. Acting, yes. And I think the directing was amazing, and the editing.
Yeah.
I
would
my
agree.
God. Anyway,
but my controversial opinion regarding the Best Director nomination is... Oh, okay. Actually, no. Okay, I'm going to change it. Not for Best Pick. I'm not a massive fan of The Irishman.
Really? Oh yeah, you're not, are you?
I think it... I don't know. I think it was needlessly long. And I know you say, oh, when... But, like, okay, if we compare it to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, that's another film that people say, oh, not a lot of things happen. But if you really think about it, it is just one big setup leading to that final 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Whereas Irishman kind of isn't. It's just them existing for a while.
Yeah, but I really like that. I think that it's amazing. And the only reason that I've given it a 9 out of 10 because
I really disagree with that.
If I watched it a 4th time, I could see myself getting bored.
Watched it 3 times.
Yeah.
That's like 10 hours of your life.
Were you in a weird like mindset when you watched it or something? Like a bored mindset? Like I don't know, you might have just been bored naturally.
It took me 2 sessions. Like I watched half of it and I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna watch something else. And then I watched another half. I think it was neat, like because I don't have a problem with long films if you entertain me. But Irishman, I think for a long time, I guess every time Al Pacino was absolutely incredible. He was amazing.
Yeah, and I also think he should win Best Supporting. To be honest,
I would agree on that. But how is Joe Pesci nominated for Best Supporting?
I completely agree. I literally completely agree.
Like, he has about 10 lines.
He's in. Alright, that being said, he is very good in the film, but like, he's not even. He's in it for half an hour. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
He is very good though, but I don't think he should have been nominated.
Yeah.
And also, has anyone seen The Two Popes? Like,
I haven't seen it.
It looks extremely boring, but I'm not going to comment on it until I've seen it in 20
years.
What
is it even about? I don't even know. Is it
The Two Popes? It's about the 2 popes. No, it's Pope Francis and the person before him or something.
Like passing down the job.
Passing down the torch, yes. Sounds it does sound riveting. It's like 2 hours long also. And I've watched clips from it. It's just literally 2 people being sad. Okay. I want to talk about the best film ever made, Suicide Squad. Oscar-winning Suicide Squad. Fun fact, it did win an Oscar. This is our segue here. It won an Oscar.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, it did. Makeup,
it won Best Makeup. Out of the 3 films nominated, Star Trek and some irrelevant movie, it won Best Makeup.
So, how do you feel that Suicide Squad?
The Oscar-winning Suicide Squad, yes. I feel like it's so deserved because the Crocodile Man totally isn't the most ugly thing I've ever seen in my life. It isn't just, disgusting. That's the only makeup in the film.
Hey, what's your favorite? Matt, what's your favorite line from that movie?
Dude, there's so many to pick from. Well, I know what Charlie's is. He actually sent me what his favorite line was in the film. So we have some Charlie's thoughts because he can't be here, so he sent us some thoughts. His favorite is obviously the classic "What We Some Kind of Suicide Squad."
Will Smith delivers that line with.
It's a very good
enthusiasm.
It's a very yes, very good delivery, very
Suicide
good
Squad.
writing. Yeah, this is
That's,
a great
I
film.
guess, out of all the ways you could name drop your own movie,
That's
I
the best
think.
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of saying no, it was like it's the next best thing from saying you are still watching Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
If he just
Yeah.
went, by
Hey.
the way, you guys are in the cinema watching Suicide Squad, I'd have been like, okay, that's a bit weird. But then the line they did.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Just because you might have forgotten that you're watching
yeah,
Suicide Squad.
because you're an hour in
Yeah.
and they still haven't gone to the conflict yet.
Actually, I've got another thing to rant on about that, and I think it's in the same scene. Okay, so I'm a action fan.
Yeah.
And do you know of the setup, reminder, and payoff?
Yes.
Okay, so they attempted that. Oh, and for people that don't know, so you set up so I'll give an example. Mad Max Fury Road. They set up the fact that he hasn't got a shoe, and then and then halfway through the film, they remind you sort of because he's trying on a shoe, and then in the payoff, he hands what's his name, played by the really pale like war boy.
Oh yeah,
Nux.
Beast Boy. The guy who plays Beast.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
The guy who plays Beast, Nux's name is in the film, and then he hands him a shoe, and it's kind of showing that Max now kind of has respect for him or something. So that's I've explained it poorly, but it's a good example of setup, reminder, payoff. Now they attempt that in Suicide Squad with the pink unicorn, was it?
Yeah, pink
Yeah.
unicorn.
So he picks it up. That's the setup. Reminder, it falls out, and he picks it up. And then is it? Towards the end, I don't even remember.
Do you want me to carry it on?
Yeah, go on.
All right. So basically, towards the end of the film, he gets shot in the chest. You know, right where he put the pink unicorn. And if you're an active viewer, you'll be like, oh, you know, pink unicorn's there, so of course he didn't get killed. So you're like, of course.
Payoff.
So he checks what's in his pocket, and a stack of money comes out. And
Yeah.
and then the
exactly.
pink unicorn is never mentioned ever again.
But where did he get that money from as well?
I don't know. He's a robber
He just
from
kept-
Australia. He's a robber. This guy's the
For
robber.
America.
This guy's crocodile, man. He eat people. This guy has
What's the
gun.
guy the guy who can climb anything?
The guy who can climb anything. 3 seconds later gets shot in the face. The only guy that didn't get any introduction smacks his face against the window and dies. Yeah, I'm gonna read Charlie's thoughts on Suicide Squad.
Okay, go ahead.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
He says, I can't really say much that hasn't already been said, which is the most true thing I've ever heard in my life, because literally this film's been torn to pieces. He said it had a lot of potential to be a really good film, which I think is interesting, because films like Guardians of the Galaxy have shown that you can make a team-up film in one movie, and it be really good. Do you know what I mean?
If you think about it, like Magnificent Seven, Seven Samurai, Ocean's 11, all these movies
Yeah.
are team-up movies,
Mm.
and so I think.
But the
So,
difference
yeah.
between them and Suicide Squad is that you need talent to do it. I know that seems a bit harsh. There's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent in this film.
I think but the actors as well, like those are talented actors. You
very
can't deny
talented.
that.
Yeah, Margot Robbie, Will Smith. They're very,
But
very good actors.
Can they click onto the fact that
This script
this
isn't
isn't good?
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure they've written scripts before. Like
David Ayer
Like-
has. Well, the problem with Suicide Squad is they had oh Christ, 2 weeks to do the script.
they had
Wait,
2 weeks to do the
How
script.
long did it take to make the Suicide Squad script? Let's see, 6 weeks. They had 6 weeks to make a 2-hour-long
That-
film, and David
That's
Ayer
insane.
decided that he was gonna do. That includes planning, by the way. So that
Yeah,
means so
yeah.
David Ayer just wrote a massive script that he could just while filming it, he could cut it all together, hope that it makes sense. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
So they did that. They filmed that script, the massive script, and that included all of Jared Leto's scenes, all the Suicide Squad scenes, individual different things that this movie could have been, and they had the official cut, the director's cut, I think, actually, which no one liked. So they were like, shit, let's just have a trailer house make the movie because everyone loved the
Oh my
trailer.
god, yeah.
So they did
Trailer.
that, and they decided to add a bunch of music in it. No one liked that one. So apparently the master plan is that two negative make a positive. So they took both of those cuts, merged it into one, paper mache'd it into one film, clumped it all, and then plopped out this film that was released in cinemas that no one liked. And I don't know where the logic behind that was, but we got
It's
a pretty good film out of
mental.
it.
Everything went wrong.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
everything that could go wrong went wrong.
So so on the subject, as an editor, you're a very talented editor. How do you? What are your opinions on the editing of the movie?
The editing,
Yeah.
I'll be honest, it's pretty atrocious. Like,
it is. It's awful.
I just don't know how to describe the editing. It's like everything it's not even amateur. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like,
Yeah, I reckon. I'm not very good, but I think I can.
they do a
I would have
lot
been okay
of
with it.
yeah. They do a lot of like these takes with stuff your eye is meant to look at, but you can't see it because of how long the shot lasts for. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, everything's so quick.
Yeah, what they do is they open the film and your eye immediately is attracted to, well, opposed from the disgusting neon colours turning into a dark, disgusting grey colour, which looks like the colour palette for Saving Private Ryan, but just a lot darker and more disgusting.
Oh yeah, and you can't even read the text, can you?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's just a black text that's covered by even blacker grass.
Yeah.
This is meant to be like an upbeat film, right? They have these jokes that signify that it's an upbeat film, a little Avengers fun
kind of Suicide
Exactly,
Squad?
it's a fun little film, but then they decided to have this color palette of this like war film.
Oh my god, is that how the Joker sees color? Just neon and black?
Just neon and black, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. He probably sees it like this. It's ultimate chaos. This is
Yeah.
the director's vision.
Well, I think David Ayer has talent. Have you seen Fury?
I've not seen Fury, but I have seen End of Watch, and it is really good.
Oh my god, yeah, with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yes, that is a very good film.
Yeah, that's a good film.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and Training Day, he did Training Day, didn't he?
No, he didn't. No,
I think he did Training Day. I'm going to blow your mind.
You're wrong.
I'm going to check if he did Training Day. I might be completely wrong.
No, you are completely wrong.
Are you sure? He wrote the film. He wrote Training Day. But the writing in Training Day compared to the writing in Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
It just shows you how much what time can do, doesn't it? And a lack of supervision.
Time is money, my friend.
It's also skill.
He did Bright as well. That was atrocious.
Oh yeah, that was not a very... Yeah, he's in a losing streak right now.
I turned that off.
It's better than Suicide Squad. At least it was creative. Or trying to do something.
Yeah, I don't think I finished Suicide Squad either. I'm such a hypocrite. I'm talking about these movies. There's probably like a really great
I haven't finished.
Ending.
Yeah, there isn't. I've not finished the new Aladdin, but I don't need to know that it's literally the worst film ever created. Do you know what I mean? Unless they just go, "Oh my god, just kidding. This is a great film."
Ending.
But the ending doesn't redeem the start. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
As if like.
But
I
guess it's like, there are some movies that like I would say if Once Upon a Time in Hollywood didn't have that ending, then it would be. I don't think I'd enjoy it as much.
Yeah, fair enough.
You've got to admit that.
But the thing with Aladdin is like I knew where the story was going because I've seen the film before. Well, I've seen the film before, like the 1990s one.
Yeah, I have. I haven't.
All right. So basically, with the new one, I stopped it at Prince Ali, like that song. So I was like, what comes after this?
Yeah.
What comes after this?
That bit. I finished it when she has her big song. I think
the Speechless one, which just doesn't fit the
song.
The song. It's like you can like that song, but you can't deny that it doesn't fit in the movie.
Yeah. Like Suicide Squad soundtrack.
Suicide Squad just decide to have these songs that don't have any correlation to anything that's going on. And they're like, oh, they're getting dressed. Let's just have Slim Shady playing. Like, what? Where was the decision in this? People will like it if we have pop songs on it. Sure. Let's have Bohemian Rhapsody for 3 seconds because people like that in the trailer. God.
Yeah, it's a really big trailer.
It's a massive showcase of a trailer
of
house.
Money.
It's just no, it's not even that. Yeah. It's just look how good we edit trailers in 2 hours. It's a massive trailer that goes nowhere because you're waiting to see the real movie. And then you realise, oh, these are the credits. This was a movie. I did sit down for 2 hours watching this.
Okay, so let's look at... So IMDb gave Suicide Squad 6 out of 10.
That's just way too high.
Rotten Tomatoes, try and guess.
Rotten Tomatoes is probably 50. I don't know.
27.
That's
pretty reasonable.
That's not reasonable. Go on.
Do you still think it should be lower?
I gave it a half star out of 5. Because
really?
that's the lowest you can go on Letterboxd.
Oh yeah, you do that. Oh no, you don't do IMDb reviews, do you? You do.
No, I did it on Letterboxd. That's the lowest you can go on Letterboxd. So one out of 10, so basically.
You couldn't give it 0.
I wouldn't give it 0. I don't think.
Why? Because it has Will Smith and Margot Robbie in it.
I don't know why, but it's definitely not the worst thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, it has... There's something going for it. Like, there's a bit of creativity when... You know when, like, she goes, Enchantress, and then the hand comes up from behind her and it turns over?
I guess that's...
There's a cool bit, like, they do that and then it moves over and I'm like, okay, that was cool. Can that be the whole movie, please?
So there's, like, 2 shots in the film that are kind of cool.
That's the only good shot in the film. That's a good shot. Yeah. And Will Smith standing on the car is a cool shot.
That is a cool shot.
Yeah.
I do think like Deadshot didn't really have a character, but who did Margot Robbie play? Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn. Yeah.
I don't know what she's like because there's already been a movie of her. No, there hasn't.
No, there's one now apparently. Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey, yeah.
Which I'm really hesitant to watch, but people are giving it good reviews. So.
Are they?
Big maybe. Yeah, it's getting like decent reviews.
I feel like they had more time for it, didn't they?
Well, yeah, and it also looks a lot better. I'll be honest, the trailer does look a lot better. And it's the same guy as John Wick that did the action. The same action choreographer.
No, you're lying.
No, it's the same action choreographer, yeah. And people say the action's actually quite good. And the directing from the trailer does look very good. And it looks fun. And it doesn't look like a World War III movie.
Yeah,
it is ridiculous. Anyway,
yeah,
what are your final thoughts on Suicide Squad?
Suicide Squad, it's clunky. I think it's a puzzle piece that has cool little pieces, but it just hasn't been put together properly.
That's really generous, to be honest, with this film.
Really? Why? What would you say?
I would say that the only redeeming quality is that the credits went long. Yeah. Anyway, Charlie's closing thoughts were that he was excited to see Jared Leto, but then the first image came out and it was all downhill from there. So that pretty much sums up the whole film.
That's a very good explanation. I think we should change the subject to a good movie.
Great movie, a masterpiece in my eyes.
And we should bring it back to art house because Suicide Squad isn't really.
It's not really art house. It's trying to be. I feel like it's trying to be a lot of things, but failing.
Yeah.
One of them is a movie, and it fails at that.
It's a very long trailer.
It's not even a fun to watch trailer. Anyway, the movie we're on about is the Lighthouse.
And should we bring it back to Oscars quickly? Do you want to have a little rant? Want a little rant?
Yeah, I'll be honest. The first time the nominations came out, I was pretty angry. People say the Oscars
angry.
Well, yeah, I was really angry. People say that the Oscars don't matter. Which I strongly disagree with because it boosts a film's popularity and it can,
that's very true,
make their box office go up. So when a film that's made $1 billion gets nominated 13 times, I get a bit angry when a film, a masterpiece like The Lighthouse, gets nominated once. Now that I've calmed down, I am grateful that it's been nominated for cinematography. But
Okay.
I'm still annoyed that it didn't get nominated for soundtrack or best supporting actor. Yeah.
That's my impression of the soundtrack. I
Anyway,
think we
yeah.
need to give a
So
quick summary
yeah,
because lots of people have heard of Joker and lots of
and
people have heard of Suicide
Suicide Squad.
Squad.
Yeah, Lighthouse is a
But
small little
Lighthouse,
film.
yeah. So I'll give my quick summary.
Okay.
Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe are stuck on an island together for we don't know how long, but it feels like a very long time.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a low budget. I think a low budget Shining is a quick summary
Yeah.
to.
Okay.
It's about guys
On the
getting
surface
crazy.
level. Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
By the way, are we
People,
going
they're
into
going like crazy.
spoilers? Talk
For
about
Lighthouse,
Yeah.
no, because we want people to
Okay.
watch it. We
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
people
We won't
to.
go into spoilers. So,
No,
all right,
no,
my
don't
summary
spoil it.
is literally basically just the same. It's just two guys going crazy on a rock with a lighthouse on it.
Yeah,
That's very surface level.
yeah.
There's much more going on underneath.
This is definitely an art house film. Like this is
Yeah, it's very art house.
through and through.
Yes, the
Um,
definition.
when
Yes.
when it was coming to like advertisements and stuff, and I was seeing it getting promoted, I thought it was going to be some sort of like Hereditary, The Witch style horror, but then
Yeah.
it had like horrific parts to it,
Yes.
but it wasn't a horror at all. It was,
Yeah, I agree.
I guess, a psychological thriller is what I would put it
Yeah,
as.
yeah. And there's elements of like comedy and drama.
If I had a steak.
Yeah. Oh boy, if I had a steak. So yeah. First
You
time I
have to
watched
watch the
this.
film to get that reference.
Yeah. First time I watched this in cinemas, I was I was
How
really
many times have you watched it, Matt? How many times?
4 times. I was just very happy that people were in for the ride. Do you know what I mean? Like they weren't.
It is a roller coaster.
Yeah, like they were laughing. They were shocked. It wasn't just like scoffing. Do you know what I mean? Which I think is the least that this film deserves. Is just like attention. I understand why it's not for everyone, obviously.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing with art houses.
Yeah.
There are fans of it, but you have got to admit that, like, it's not for everyone. It's the most like disturbing. All like messed up movies that are out there are most likely art house.
Yeah. This is like it's not the most disturbing thing ever, but it is quite disturbing, I would say.
Yeah. Oh well, I wasn't like there are. Yeah, compared to other films, this is actually like quite
tame. Not tame, but like
yeah.
It's like not it's definitely nowhere near the worst thing that a film is shown.
No, it's not. It's not really gory. It's just a bit. It's just a bit. I don't.
Yeah. So well, anyway,
but that's only in a few moments.
Yeah, my takeaway is this is a masterpiece. So. Honestly,
Wait, your takeaway is The Witch. Sorry.
My takeaway is that it's a masterpiece. To be completely honest.
Yeah, you've called it that many times.
Yeah,
I would agree with you. I think it's a masterpiece, but I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10, which is what you've given it.
Yeah, I would give it a 10 out of 10. And I've never been. Every time I watched it, I've never thought to put it down. Do you know what I mean? I've never like wanted to. Every time I've been in for the ride.
It's definitely a film that you think about afterwards.
Yes, and I implore if anyone listening hasn't seen this film and is going to, I implore you to just think after the film. With Art House specifically, it's much more of like thinking, appreciating, yada yada.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, yes, there is. Actually, to be fair, not all the time when it comes to Art House is their story, but this film definitely does have a story.
Yeah.
But it's more of a observational, just kind of. It's definitely movies that you have to study more.
Yeah.
And how did they do that? Because if you just look at it for face value, you'd go, "Oh, this is just." Bleh.
Do you want to know my one tiny problem with The Lighthouse?
Go on. I haven't heard this. Go on.
There's a shot that I wish lasted a second longer, and that's it.
Are you able? I think I know. What shot are you thinking
about
without spoiling it?
Well, all right. It's at the start of the film. He's getting told off. Robert Pattinson's getting told off for not cleaning properly, And when they cut to that scene, it's instantly just a pan from the floor to Willem Dafoe, and I wish it just stayed on the floor for a bit longer. But
Okay, why?
Because it's instantly like sensory overload. Do you know what I mean? Like you don't know what he's talking about. It's instantly. Do you know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah, okay.
But
And that's your only problem.
that's
with
my
this film.
only. It's not even a problem. It's just a preference. Because I instantly knew what was
Yeah.
going on a second after that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
That's
Well,
my
I've
only
never even.
flaw.
It's a very trivial.
Yeah,
like.
I just want it to last a second longer.
But other than that, you
I
think it's
I think it's a
like
masterpiece.
truly, yeah. I definitely think it's a masterpiece. I'd give it like a 9 point high number
Yeah.
because I feel like the performances were absolutely like insane. Like
Yeah.
truly how neither of them got nominated is beyond any understanding.
Yeah.
Because
I completely agree.
they're quite like high level actors. Like
Well, Willem Dafoe
if,
especially, he's been nominated twice in a row, I believe, for lesser films.
so at Eternity's Gate.
Yeah,
with
and the Florida
the,
Project, yeah.
was he nominated for that?
Yeah. And not this.
Wow.
He's
Okay.
very good in those films. But this is
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
career best.
He's
and,
a very
and
art
Spider-Man.
house. He was in Spider-Man.
Yeah, he was the Green Goblin. You and me, Spider-Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, the original.
You and me, Spider-Man.
I only watched them when I was kids. I think of Willem Dafoe when people say Willem Dafoe, I think of like the art house actor because he does these films now which are very
Yeah.
Winslow.
Damn it. Also, this film is very quotable.
Yes, yeah, you and me quote it.
Yeah,
Daily.
it's a very good, very quotable film. Very well written. Should have got nominated for
Yeah,
that too. Won't go into it. Oscars are just out of my brain. It's tonight, isn't it?
Is it tonight?
It's tonight. Yeah, at 1. Well, tomorrow at 1.
Perfect timing. What are we going to... This episode shall be called like the Oscars episode. Or
Yeah,
something.
we'll call it a couple of things.
Oh wait,
Okay.
we're going to need to do another one reviewing what happened at the Oscars though.
Yeah, well that'll be our next one then. Okay,
All
so
right,
I'm
cool.
gonna tell what Charlie thought of this. He watched this on Friday, so that was 3 days ago.
Okay.
He said, "The Lighthouse is one of the best films out in cinemas at the moment. It's weird, scary, and hilarious." I completely agree with that statement.
Very much so.
I would say the
It
best.
is. Oh yeah, the comedy. Can we take a moment to talk about the comedy?
Yeah, sure.
Like, if you think, oh, this is going to be a depressing sort of art
Yeah.
house, like it is an art house, but there is very amusing moments because
It's funnier than most comedies, I would say.
I would actually agree with that. Yes.
Like
yes, very
most
much
comedies
so.
are like, I'll put the camera here and let the people improvise. But this is
Yeah.
like very particular comedy, and it's fart jokes as well, which is weird.
Yeah.
that's funny, because it's mostly like when
alcohol
someone
jokes.
farts, you're like, oh, for God's sake.
But no, yeah, it's a very entertaining film.
Yeah.
Like, if you think so, yeah, it's black and white. Yeah, it's got what's the aspect ratio? 4:2.
1.19 by
square.
1, I think.
Oh wow, so that's very squarish.
Yeah.
I
found
but yeah,
that out
it's
recently.
you will definitely take something away from it. I would recommend anyone to watch this.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the age rating? What's the age rating?
15?
Is it not an 18?
No, which I was also surprised by.
Oh, I guess I can see why it's a 15. Nothing.
In America
gory
it is. I think it's rated R in America. Alright, so Charlie went on to say, Robert Eggers is definitely one of the best working today, and he's only made 2 films. I also
true.
agree with that, yes. Which makes it even worse.
What is your thoughts
Sorry?
of The Witch? We'll probably do a review of it another day, but
The Witch
quick
is
thoughts.
is a very good film. It's much scarier than The Lighthouse, I would say.
Lighthouse isn't scary. It's thrilly.
Yeah. It's much more. I'm
oh,
saying
no.
the Witch is very scary. Like I was very scared watching that film.
Yeah.
My hot take is very good. Bit boring, but very good.
Is this The Witch?
Yeah, The Witch. That's my
Yeah,
hot
like with
take.
The Lighthouse, like you're never bored.
Yeah,
That's
there's,
one
there's
thing.
a lot of stuff going on at all times.
Yeah.
And the
But you
dialogue
have
is
to,
very
like-
interesting.
You have to actually watch it. You can't just be on your phone.
Yeah,
Like,
if you're going into this film wanting to be bored, you will be bored. Do you know what I mean? Like,
That's the same with any film. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
if you say, "Oh, I'm gonna be bored. This is gonna be boring,"
yeah,
then
then you're gonna be bored. So if you just like,
it's a placebo effect.
yeah, if you're along with the ride, then you will never be bored in this film.
Mm, I agree.
Okay, and
But
he also
yeah,
said,
I
I love,
oh,
I
this
love
is
that the
Charlie.
film is a. Wait, I can't even read this because I'm an idiot. I love that this film is so obscure and that it's getting so much praise, and I can't wait to see what Robert Eggers does next. And I completely agree. And he has got a
Is it
project
get?
in the works right
Is it
now.
getting so much praise? Is it though?
Yeah, it's in a couple of
Not
years.
enough.
I can not enough. I agree, but I could see in like 10 years this being classed as one of the best films ever. Honestly,
Oh, like up there with like Dark Knight and Godfather and all that.
yes, I truly believe that this will be on par with The Shining. I think it's better than The Shining, personally.
I tell you what, there is moments in The Shining I got bored. So I'm going to agree with that statement. I would say only by a hair though.
I also think that The Shining is like a bit too obscure. Do you know what I mean? They have imagery
What,
just
and
to
the
have
Lighthouse
imagery.
isn't?
No, I'm saying they have imagery just to have imagery.
Oh yeah. Oh
Whereas,
yeah, with that teddy bear man.
yeah, Teddy Bear Man. Um, yeah, it doesn't explain enough. I feel like The Lighthouse explains
Mm.
enough to where you can like come up with what happened. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the only like mad piece of imagery I would say, and this isn't really a spoiler because I'm pretty sure like there's a little, but all I'm gonna say is mermaid.
Yeah.
Like that's the only like sort of imagery.
Well, no, I would
Oh
say
well,
the
seagulls.
lights. I think you know what I'm on about. Say the lights.
Yes, yeah, I know
Yeah,
what you're on
that.
about.
But as soon as you like look that up, then you know exactly what it means. It's not like
Yeah.
this looks
Well,
cool.
no, but I don't think you should look it up. I think you should make your. Well, you can look it up to see other people's interpretation.
No, I mean look
But
up
you,
what that thing, the lights mean.
oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
and then
But
you'll be
yeah,
like,
so like you and me, for
oh,
instance, I feel like you and me have different like plot
oh yeah. You could
outcomes
watch
of
this
the
film
film.
with like 10 different people, and each have like a different opinion. Some people might think, oh, this is just a person going crazy. Others might have deeper
Yeah, yeah.
meanings. It's not a problem to just think that it's about people going crazy. Obviously, than
This
that.
is you need to view this with active spectatorship.
Exactly.
See that? I'm
Well said.
dropping
So
in
yeah,
film and TV quotes there.
okie dokie. All right, let's
So yeah,
move on to.
two.
I
What else?
want to talk about this unpopular opinion of mine about.
Oh my god, I hate you so much. I hate
Okay.
you.
All right. Let me explain what it is. So, my unpopular opinion is that.
How do you link it to Art House quickly? How do you link it to Art House?
Well, it's kind of an art house film, isn't it? I would say.
I definitely think so.
Yeah. Well, my all right.
It's a mainstream Art House.
Yeah. So my unpopular opinion is that Mad Max Fury Road isn't a good film. And before we get into this, I just want to explain. I want to explain what I mean by that. I was promised non-stop action, and I feel like that's not what I got. And I found myself getting bored.
What did you get, Matt?
I can't. Okay, I'll say this: the action scenes are really good, but
Mm-hmm.
there's too much downtime between the action scenes where I just got bored. Like,
Okay, yeah. As I
um,
said, everyone has their own opinions when it comes to movies.
you
Like,
just think mine's wrong.
I highly disagree.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I highly disagree. You're gonna have to cut that bit out.
No,
cut
that's
that
staying in.
out. I highly disagree. It's in my top 10. I'd say. Mad Max Fury
Really?
Road. Maybe top 15.
Okay, I'm gonna point out my problem with it. So opening the
Okay.
film, I was like, this is amazing. Oh, this is great. And as soon
Mhm.
as I'm trying to think of what happened. Basically, as soon as that chain fight, do you know what I'm on about? The chain and the gun on the side of the car.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
As soon as
So yeah.
as soon as that was over, I feel like I just didn't enjoy it after that. I was like,
So
is that-
after the storm sequence.
yeah, I was
sort of
like, is anything else gonna happen? And then I feel like nothing else happened like until half an hour later.
Okay.
Like
Well-
that bit where they go through the canyon, to get something. I didn't even understand what was going on there.
Oh. Oh, with those little like sniper people.
Yeah, I just didn't understand what was going on. Like I
Well,
just
well,
wasn't following after that. I was like, what?
on Instagram, there's lots of those explain a movie plot badly, and for Mad Max Fury Road, it's a group of people drive to a place and drive back,
Yeah.
which is very true. But I think see there wasn't even a script. I don't think it was literally
It was
just
just story.
storyboard.
Yeah, it was just storyboards.
Action wise, it's masterclass.
Yeah,
Like,
I would agree
truly
to a
is.
certain extent. After the storm thing, I thought it was all amazing, but then,
But,
I mean,
and also,
before, yeah,
okay, and as well, when you say nothing happens, are you saying nothing happens for Max or just in general?
What I'm saying is, like, after that, I feel like they have snippets of cool stuff, but I'm like, this isn't enough for me to, like, want to keep on watching.
Okay.
Like, you know when they're jumping over the car and they're throwing shit at it? I was like, this is awesome,
Yeah.
but then it just stopped.
Okay, but what if it was literally non-stop action, like they didn't
I would have
stop the
loved
car
it.
once?
That's what John Wick
Don't
is, and that's what I love.
No, but don't you think it would have been a bit like chill for a minute? Like,
Well, yeah,
chill
but I would love a chill for a minute, but not chill for half an hour minute.
Okay, I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I can't really change
we're
it.
gonna have to. Yeah, we have to agree to disagree.
Yeah.
I think
But
John Wick also teeters on the too much action, but yeah,
really,
yeah.
I
The third one I'm on about specifically.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Towards
Well,
the end, I was like, okay, can we stop now?
we'll review that whole
Okay,
franchise.
yeah. We'll do
one
John.
day,
Yeah, we'll do
I
John Wick
suppose.
separately. All right. Well, for now, that is the end of episode 1. If you
Well, my
enjoyed,
opinions quickly. Sorry.
go on, go on,
My
go on.
opinions is I think it is truly a masterclass in action. Oh wait, I've already said that. What am I on
You
about?
have said
But yeah,
that.
but yeah, I think people should study that film if they want to get into action films. That's all I can say.
I would say study the first half hour.
What about the final battle? What about that?
Bye.
You telling me you can't
I
get
was already
anything from
tired.
that?
I was sleeping by that point.
I'm tired of you.
They lost me at that point.
Okay. Well,
as soon as they got that tree, they drove the tree out the ground. I fell asleep. I just wasn't watching anymore.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for listening to our first and last episode of this podcast.
No.
We are no longer friends.
Yeah. After Mad Max has drove us apart. After that segue, we are going to end this podcast episode. If you enjoyed, then please like this podcast episode. I don't know how you end
subscribe.
podcasts. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We might be going on Spotify. I don't know how that works. Maybe. Okay, we actually need to end it now. Okay,
sorry.
goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Have a good day. Bye.